This is Afroeconomics with J.B. Bryan. Afroeconomics is a strategic financial management program designed for the advancement of Black wealth in America and abroad. I promised myself I would never do a podcast about holiday spending, but I owe you this discussion. I was afraid that by talking about this, I might draw attention to it in a negative way and encourage you to do something that I'm discouraging. But no, what you're going to actually do is take this podcast as an opportunity to be empowered. Just like everything else that we talk about, I'm not trying to pull you away from enjoying the holidays. And don't call me a Scrooge. Please don't call me a Scrooge because I, just like most people, get very emotionally involved in the holidays. Like, it's just such a beautiful time of year. And I appreciate all of your emails that I get throughout the year and calls about debt. So what does that have to do with our holiday spending? Well, a lot of people are emailing me in March about things that they did in December and November. So this recording is to encourage you right now for the rest of this holiday season to realize that it's very important for you to set limits on your total holiday spending. As hard as it must be, I know that it's hard for everybody, but this is my first tip for you. Let's set limits. So just decide how much you are going to spend, okay? I promise you it will make you happy. You will be smiling while you listen to the podcast in March because of what you are going to do today. Set limits on your total holiday spending. That does not mean that you have to set limits on the amount of love that you share over the holidays. I think that when we set limits on our spending, it actually encourages us to focus more on love and the good deeds and the helping and the sharing of our time that we can actually focus on during this beautiful time of year. And then once you set your limit of what you are willing to and are capable of spending, and I want this to be money that you have in excess of your emergency fund. So your holiday spending should be based on the extra money that you have, not the amount of your emergency fund that you're going to spend and figure out how to catch it back up later. No, this is the extra money that you have. If you do not have any extra money, then you need to focus on some other creative ways of showing love over the holidays. So make your list. Let's do that. Now you've decided how much you can spend. Let's make the list of who you want to or need to spend on. And then budget according to your finances that you have currently. Budget according to what you already have to take care of. Remember that. So we've limited our spending. We're making a list of who we need to spend it on, and then we need to realize that you still have monthly bills that you need to be aware of throughout this holiday spending. So be aware of your budget and your finances. And then save on every purchase that you make on the list of whom you've decided that you're going to get a holiday gift for. Make sure that you figure out how to save on that purchase. Are there coupons? Is there a particular time that there'll be free shipping? Is there a particular store that has it on sale? I mean, in order to save money, it does take a commitment to researching these purchases. I am amazed at the people that really do know how to save money and people that have already purchased things for the holidays. There actually are people who start in the summertime buying things that they know that someone needs and then they save it for the holidays. I admire those people because my schedule does not allow for that. But make sure that you save as much as you can. And then let's make sure that we keep it real. You know what you're capable of doing and not doing. You know that if you put these purchases on a credit card, then you are going to have to suffer the consequences of putting your purchases on a credit card that has, of course, it has large interest rates. That's how they make money. So Christmas purchases are not for your credit card use unless you are certain that you know that you're going to be able to pay that off, not when you get the bill, before you receive the bill. It's use it as just a form of currency. And when you get home, you actually pay for that purchase as soon as it posts into the credit card app. Make sure you really think about what I'm saying here. Don't wait till the bill comes to you. Pay it as soon as you spend that money on the credit card, because you're only using your credit cards for a form of currency, not for interest payments that you're going to be making throughout the next year on holiday spending. We don't do that. Help your family by sharing your time. Now, I'm still in my fifth point about just keeping it real. When I say keep it real, I mean focus on giving your family what they actually need during this holiday season. Now, because a lot of times we just spend money on people who don't really need that gift. They really need your time. They really need you to help them go to the doctor one day, or they need you to help them take out their trash on each Thursday. You know that your aunt, your great aunt would be helped so much more by you sharing that time and saying, "Hey, how are you doing? Hey, I hope you're enjoying the holidays. Can I come over and help you with anything in your house? Do you need to help with lifting heavy boxes?" There are so many things that you can do during this time that focus on the reason of the season anyway. And then give yourself a break. Give yourself a break and realize that this is a holiday. This is your holiday too. Don't create stress for yourself. You deserve to enjoy this time of year as well. And everyone that you love deserves to have you in a very relaxed, loving place, not stressed out. This, from an Afroeconomics perspective, too much of our holidays are dominated by materialism. Let's let it go. Don't become a victim of the commercials. They're beautiful commercials. They're beautiful movies. They're everything. But let's focus on the reason for the season, the love that we can give, the love that we can share. And a seventh point is to make sure that your gifts focus on personal contact, personal attention, personal thoughts, what you really know about that person. Make your gifts personal versus expensive if you have a budget to watch. Now, I'm not talking to the multi-billionaire that's able to buy their loved one jets. I'm talking to those like myself, where we're working every day and we're building wealth over our lifetime, and we don't want to have a particular time of year every year that knocks us back. We've accomplished all these things throughout the year, and then in November and December, you start accumulating debt that dominates the rest of our next year. We don't want that to happen. So let's focus on not how expensive things are, but how personal it is. Like, I knew that you loved this type of music. I knew that you would love this book. I knew that especially Afroeconomics, right? You can get them even the ebook, and you could save money, and they're empowered for a lifetime. And finally, I want to encourage you to do something that has saved my holidays for me and my daughter, is to volunteer. Volunteering on the holidays has just brought so much depth to the holidays. the Christmas and the Christmases that we have spent with people who are less fortunate, who appreciate the clothes that we bring in, brand new clothes that they can come and just pick through and pick up what their needs are, and gathering with community people who are committed to helping those among us. That is, it's just priceless, the experience. And I remember my daughter telling me the first time that we did that, she said, "Mom, this is the best Christmas that I've ever had." I mean, she really had no idea the blessing that was coming for us when that Christmas morning we got up and I said, "Let's go." We put all the food that we had for people who needed meals. We took it to this place where we had been invited to come and help, and it was miles away, and we brought the items, but I wanted to help, and I wanted her to want to help, but she wasn't excited about it. I'm gonna tell you, not the first time. Now every year she's excited about it. It just didn't make sense because that's not what they see on television. But that brings so much value. And then when we came to our home with our extended family and friends, we were in such a great mood. We just felt like we had really made a difference in the world. So I encourage you to focus on volunteering, the priceless gift that we can actually give to the planet. Volunteer for something that you believe in and do that throughout the holidays. It doesn't have to just be on the holiday. You could do that a week before, the entire month, whatever makes you feel empowered. But realize that it does not have to be about money, that you have so much more to offer the world and your friends and your family and the planet. We have so much more to offer than just monetary gifts. So don't allow your holidays to be robbed by creating a bad budget or going into debt, but focus on that which is real. Giving is a reason for the season. Give more than just money. Have a wonderful day. I'm J.B. Bryan, and that's Afroeconomics.
Today's podcast was powered by J.B. Bryan Financial Group, a registered investment advisory firm and the home of Afroeconomics in Virginia, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and New York. Don't forget to subscribe to Afroeconomics with J.B. Bryan on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and any other podcast directory. If you like what you hear, leave me a 5-star review. I'm J.B. Bryan, and that's Afroeconomics at AURN.com.